Oh, oh, I just got an image in my head. Ooh, the image is not well. It's not a good image.
We went there.
Get that away from me. I want to go in it. Oh.
Because I know the wards grow on each side of those big staircases. See any location.
Oh my god, I just started in this world.
Okay, wait a second, wait. I see part of another fortress over there. Let's check out this one. This one, we might have some people done. Hopefully no blazes shoot me down. There's one shooting at me right now, I have to be careful. Here, let's grab these quartz. I think I'll try to go back with 30 levels of XP. That way, once we get back to the house, we can enchant at least one pickaxe and hopefully get Fortune 3. I know Fortune 3 is rare. I've also gotten Fortune 2 from level 30 enchants. So if we get Fortune 2, I'd be cool with that. Try to get another one to get Fortune 3.
I don't know what to do now.
I'd be cool.
Get
as long as it's some kind of Fortune. I don't think you can get Fortune 1 from a level 30 enchant. You might be able to, I don't know. But I think it's only Fortune 3. Fortune 2. Could be wrong though. I'm not a pro at enchanting. The only time I actually paid attention to enchanting was back in the day. And you used to actually be able to put a bunch of bookshelves around an enchantment table, and it wasn't always the same level of enchantments each time. It was actually random levels of enchantments, and I think you could go up to level 50. And what you would do is you would drop your sword in the enchantment table, and you know, it would give you 3 enchants, and the last enchant was anywhere from like level 30 to 50. And each time you put it in, the enchantment levels actually changed. That was an old Minecraft feature. I kind of liked it that way, but it was really interesting because you could do level 50 enchants. I don't really remember if the enchants were more overpowered than they are today. Like, I don't know if you could get efficiency 6 or sharpness 6 or protection 5 or anything like that. You might have been able to. I don't really know. I don't quite remember. I'll have to look at that. But I think it was a Minecraft version, like 1.11 or something. It was a while ago. It was a long time ago. But yeah, you should check out some videos.
Oh, what's I gonna do?
I think it's iJevin, who also has a Let's Play going on right now. He's really entertaining. He has a video though that's fairly popular, I think, and I think it's his video. And it's like enchanting a diamond sword to level 50. And it's crazy. And there's no mods. Like, Minecraft used to just be like that. Level 30 wasn't always the highest enchant. I think maybe when enchantments first came out, level 30 was the highest, and then they added some more, and then they took them away again. I don't really know. I don't really like how enchantments work now. I don't like that you can see what enchantments you get. Obviously, you can't see all the enchantments. You can only see some. But I feel like it still kind of ruins a little bit of the fun and excitement that we had in the past of not really knowing what enchantments you're going to get. I think that was part of the fun. Okay, there's not any... Dude, where's all the nether wart? Yeah, you're going down.
Just need to get 5.
Did they nerf the wither effect? I feel like wither used to pretty much always kill me. I don't know, maybe the protection 3 helps with that. Okay, there's so many things that there has to be some nether wart over here. Come on, Minecraft. Please help me out there. Mojang, I got you, bro. I'm honestly mining this fortress for XP at this point, because we don't need all of these. There's more? No? Because that's not really more fortress over there. That was just kind of like a hallway. Anything up here? Bro, where? Is there like something in this version? 1.14.3 Optifine just came out today. That like does not spawn nether? I'm so confused. I've never had such poor luck. Oh, I was using my axe. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just run. Yeah, I'm not really
What? What is this?
right now. Yeah, Blazes, I see you. I'm just kind of ignoring them, honestly. I don't know. I mean, I just explored 3 different fortresses, unless
What?
one fortress just kind of split up.
Oh, you
Listen up.
damn.
Soap you shower with? You probably haven't even questioned what bar of soap you lather up with. let's face it, most guys don't. They're still using whatever bundle their mommy bought for her little man. Is that what you want? To smell like mama's little man? Ugh. But now you can upgrade your shower game with Dr. Squatch Natural Soap. I'm talking about natural, cold-pressed hand-cut soap for men. Men who use their hands. Men who build things. Men who open the pickle jar on the first try. Men who catch foul balls without spilling their beer. You won't just smell good either. Your skin will be healthier and more nourished. Dare I say, soft. Oh, men aren't supposed to have soft skin? Yeah, well, men were supposed to cry during movies. And then they made the movie Rudy. You want to smell like the forest? Boom, pine tar, we've got you. You want to smell like the sea? Boom, nautical sage, we've got you. You want to smell like you just got off a boat in the Caribbean? Boom, bay rum, we've got you. And with 6 more cents, we've got you covered no matter what kind of man you are. Now you're wondering, why have I been doing it wrong for so long? During the First World War, big soap started taking out all the natural ingredients to make production cheaper and faster. They replaced all the natural stuff with chemicals. Chemicals like sodium lauryl sulfate, parabens, and dioxin. Chemicals linked to depression, liver damage, cancer, and low sperm count. And worst of all, dry skin. Oh, the poor balls, all dry, empty, and sad. But I'm pretty sure it's 3 different fortresses, and not one of them had nether. I don't know, maybe it's just more rare than I thought. Maybe they made it more rare to kind of make potions more of a rare.
No.
So if any of you guys know, let me know in the comments down below. I don't know. Again, I'm probably just wrong. It's probably just really rare, and I just haven't really noticed it before. But I don't think I've ever really had trouble trying to find netherwort. But then again, I haven't really ever needed netherwort. I don't usually make potions. I've made potions a few times in survival.
I guess I'm gonna have to go to an island.
I don't know how to make a brewing stand or anything like that. The only time I've made it was in like faction servers or MC servers. Like server events if you want to. Alright, let's just head back -30 and -30.
Only 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed though. I don't know. I'll probably do some more nether exploring off camera, either by myself or in a stream to try to find some. But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't aware that it was such a rare item. Let's just do this. But yeah, like I said, if any of you know like what's up, like how to find it, or have tips, or if there's any other way to, oh my gosh. Yeah, any other way to let me know, because I don't even really need netherwort. Like, if you can get it from killing a witch or killing some certain mob or something like that, which I'm not sure if you can, I can just get soul sand and, you know, grow it myself. Really need netherwort. Like, if you can get it from killing a witch or killing some certain mob or something, which I'm not sure if you can, I can just get soul sand and grow it myself. So, I should be okay. I don't know, we should be able to get it in the future. I love the nether music so much. How do I get back over there? I think I went that way before. Let's honestly do a giant bridge. Hope I don't die. I don't hear any guests. I don't see any guests nearby. I think we should be pretty safe. Again, if I do fall in the lava, that'll suck, but I don't think I'll die. But I've also, it's so tragic. I've seen so many people die in the nether just from falling into lava. Like, that's why I really don't recommend going into the nether unless you at least have enchanted diamond armor and tools. You know, I have protection 1, kind of sharpness 1, efficiency 1, that kind of stuff. I'd say that's the minimum, but if you want to be safe, you at least have level 30 enchantments on all your armor like I do. Okay, our portal's right over there. I think I can go this way. There's a blaze shooting at me, but I'm not too worried about him. Bro, if I ever, oh my gosh, if I ever hit a pigment, I'm screwed. They are everywhere. Oh my gosh. But in 1.14.3, the, oh gosh, should I just go for it? Zombie pigmen are fixed. Where
what does this box even do?
I was talking about this in the last episode, but there was an issue where they wouldn't de-aggro, like at all. People were saying that I was wrong, but no, like It was actually a glitch where after you hit them, they're supposed to de-aggro after a certain amount of time, but they just weren't. It was a glitch. But thankfully, it's fixed. I believe in 1.14.3, which is this version now. So if I ever do accidentally hit a pigment, like this one right here, I think we should be okay. So I'll just let him chill. I don't know if I hit pigment in the overworld. Do they? Wait. This is okay. This is the bomb. But if I hit pigment in the overworld, do they die? Will they attack me in the nether? I don't know, but didn't have any luck. Let's go find our horse, give him some horse armor, and then enchant a pickaxe and hopefully get Fortune 3. If not, hey, we get Efficiency 4 and we have another pickaxe that we can get to Efficiency 5. So it's not a big deal. But let's hop on you. Oh, can you now put a horse armor on skeleton horses? What? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you could put... Maybe you can, and I'm just doing it wrong. I don't know. I thought you could put horse armor on them. Regardless, I might get a normal horse anyways, because
Go away.
I don't want to accidentally kill my horse. Oh, I should have thrown my nether wart in the lava. Okay. Oh, wait, I'm not sure if I have any diamonds. I might be out of diamonds. I might not even be able to enchant a diamond pickaxe. I might have lied. You know what, then? Instead of enchanting a pickaxe, let's try something. I have some books. Let's enchant a book. I think that'll be fun. Just to see what enchant we get. Okay, sharpness 3. Anything else? Okay, wow. Only sharpness 3. I thought it would be better than that. It's okay. We'll need more, you know, even though we already have the best sword pretty much, almost the best pickaxe we can get. Even though it has a breaking 3 over time, the durability, and every time you repair an item, it gets more and more expensive. And so there becomes a point where to like repair a pickaxe like this, it would cost like 50 levels. And at that point, it's keeping it. It's worth just making money. And so those enchant books and fail enchants will come in handy. But anyways, guys, that's all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy it, leave a like and subscribe. I know we didn't really have a project this video. We just kind of made some armor and weapons and went through the nether. But yeah, if you guys have any tips on nether wart, let me know. And if you have any more future build projects, as always, let me know in the comments down below. You guys have suggested a lot of good ones, and I've kind of written them down in a notepad. Some of them are farm suggestions, some are build suggestions of barns and windmills and stuff. So I'll probably build some of that in the future. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Jay Wisp, and I will see you guys in the next one.
You are slow. I just want content.
50 ways to mess with your friends. You do these if they're... Number 1, the angry lectern. Pop down a lectern in your friend's house and then run a redstone comparator out of it. Then connect up the redstone underneath their house to some sort of redstone of your choice. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do, but I'll just leave that there, shall I? Then you write a book telling them about your angry lectern. So the lectern is saying, no, don't read me. And then I said stop. And you can write whatever you want, but the more they get into the book, the angrier the lectern gets. Stop turning the page. Okay, I promise, if you continue, we won't be friends. I'm warning you. Okay, final warning. Do not turn the last page. I'm not even sorry. I warned you. I warned you. I told him it was an angry lectern, but they still read the book. They still... Number 2, sky high. So your friend is AFK. That happens. Just make sure that they are for a second. Then place a bunch of scaffolding as high as you want. The higher, the better. Then attach a fishing rod to them, climb up that tower, and then right-click. You'll then drag them up the tower, and if you carefully make your way all the way to the top, you can then drag them up quite a substantial height. Then wait for them to return from their AFK session, and then simply remove the bottom block. Number 3, farm power. Every single one of these ways to mess with your friends ends in someone hitting the respawn button. But there are ways to mess with your friends in probably worse ways. And one of them is spamming saplings all around their house. And I mean really going to town with thousands and thousands of saplings. Trust me, the investment is worth it, because every sapling you place is a few seconds of your time. But it's a few hours of theirs. Given enough time, those saplings will grow and grow and grow until they are one solid mass of trees around them. I can't even see their house anymore. And they come back in their house and they're just totally confused, and they have to dig their way out quite a long way. To clean this up would take literally hours, and they won't even know who did it. Number 4. It wasn't me, it was the man in the chicken costume. I think you know where this is going, but you call on your good old friend Poultry Man, and you spam chickens everywhere.
Oh hell no, get away.
Where there's so many chickens, they don't even know what to do with them. And if they ask who did this, you can always blame.
Okay, who's on my video? Probably. Hell no, Fortnite's gay. I'm playing Fortnite too. It's called to get my tears up. Now let's see who's the next person here. And I'm getting world at it's called Call of Duty. What's it called? World War II. So, if you guys people love my channel, or watches me anyways, we'll get to see that, I guess. Oh, fucking hell. What was that? I need a damn map. Oh, we're getting close to raised where my death was. Is there anybody in my live stream still? Hey, whoever's on my live stream, comment please. I want to see who's here. Ah, it's probably me. Damn it. Ah, it's probably me. Damn it.
Doing it right means using a halved onion to remove grit from your drill brace.
You can always blame the man in the chicken costume. Simple, but effective. Number 5, is it a bird? Is it a plane? Go to your friend's house, wherever it may be, and grab yourself a bunch of scaffolding. Make your way all the way to build height, and also make sure it's directly above your friend's house. Make your way to the top of that scaffolding, and then encase a single block of lava in a couple of blocks. You wait for your friend to come back, and the chances are curiosity will get the better of them and they will just hit the bottom scaffolding, and then they realize what's coming their way. So you can sit back, relax, and watch them panic as they try and work out how to stop a big pillar of lava from completely destroying their house. This is Pelissa Poon's genuine reaction to this prank. She had no idea what to do. She opted for this method of water mixed with some scaffolding, and it really didn't take long for the lava to completely destroy her house. Everyone reacts differently to this one. As long as your friend doesn't mind their house being destroyed, please do not. Better yet, make it over your house, and then watch your friend panic and they try to save your bill. Number 6, fake treasure hunts. Go to your friend's house and pop down a sign that tells them to go to some specific coordinates thousands of blocks away. Tell them that they're going to get a reward for doing so. You then travel there yourself via the Nether or via Elytra, and then pop down a sign that simply says, "Got 'em." And their face, when they see this, will be absolutely priceless. Number 7, a new feature. You go to your friend's house and you locate their food chest. You see exactly the numbers that they've got, and then rename rotten flesh to the same as their food. So you replace the mutton with rotten mutton. You replace the bread with rotten bread in the exact quantities. And then you leave. That is all. When someone says, "Why is my food all rotten?" you tell them that it's a new feature in 1.14. Seeing as lots of people are coming back to the game and don't know what's new. Chances are they'll leave you and see how long you can get away with it. Number 8, don't lose your head. This is a simple one where if your friend is AFK and not wearing armor, you dispense a silly Minecraft head onto them and see how long it is before they notice that they're wearing one. I recommend the dragon head as it is absolutely ludicrous. Number 9, locked in.
Oh damn, I just went in a circle.
You take a composter and you place it on the floor. You then spam it with some vegetation to a very specific point where there's just 3 pixels away from the top. Place a trapdoor on the top and you'll find that you can't actually get out at all. For some reason, you have to break your way out. So you take your AFK friend and politely push them into said composter. You then lock the trapdoor downwards, and when they come back from being AFK, they'll find that they can't escape. And of course, you can laugh at them as they try and figure this out. Credits to DocN77 for showing me this one. Number 10, the mysterious orb. A lot of people don't know that you can actually craft end crystals. They look like this, and you find them in the end with the Ender Dragon. If you remove the obsidian, they just float on their own. This is how you craft them, in case you didn't know, with a gas tier and an iron ender surrounded by glass. Fairly simple, but an expensive item. All you do is plop it down inside someone's house. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that these are extremely explosive. So, if your friend comes back and finds it, they may not know what it is, or that they can interact with it. Basically, they have a choice: live with it, or punch it. And that's what's likely to happen. The portal makes probably the worst noise in Minecraft. It's so obnoxiously loud. So, you can see where this is going. Hide more than one portal underneath their base and in close proximity to their main portal. And it's annoying. It's really, really annoying. Number 12, no sleep for you. You go right next to their bed and make a small hole underneath it. You then lure in a zombie and convince them to go inside that hole. Rename them No Sleep For You, and then cover the hole back up exactly how you found it. When your friend then tries to sleep to skip the night, they'll find that they can't because there's a mob somewhere, and they may spend ages looking for it before they find that mob and realise they've been pranked. Number 13, bamboozled. You take the bamboo plant and you start spamming it all around their base, kind of like we did with the saplings. However, this is a different kind of annoying because bamboo is very easy to get rid of. Or is it? If you take the bamboo plant and try and whack it in this quantity with a sword, it is so painfully laggy to get rid of that this is just your life now. I would rather just live with the bamboo because this is absolute torture. And watching your friend lag around trying to get rid of the bamboo is absolutely hilarious. Number 14, snowed in. So let's pretend that your friend has made their house in a snowy area. Just outside their house, we're going to dig a big hole. Once you get down deep enough for them to take a dive, you take your scaffolding block and build it high enough so that it is at the level as the snow. You then cover up the hole using the scaffolding and then cover that up with snow, completely hiding our new scaffolding floor. We then play the long game and hide underneath it until our friend feels long to enter their home. If you time it just right, as you hit the bottom block of the scaffolding, they should come tumbling down into your pitfall. Number 15, still very annoying. People used to do this when Minecraft first came out, and it's still annoying. Pop some obsidian over your friends' chests and watch them go. Number 16, surprise creeper. Annoying. Pop some obsidian over your friends' chests and watch them go. Number 16, surprise creeper. You can probably work out what we're going to be doing here, but you go inside your friend's house, you then knock through a tiny hole just above their ceiling and place 2 trapdoors. This will ensure maximum carnage. You then place a 3rd trapdoor on the ceiling, you lure in a creeper with a big risk involved into that space. You push him by any means necessary, whether it is by piston or by luring him in yourself, until he is in the correct position. You then make sure that your friend comes in and sees that trapdoor. Their immediate reaction is to open it, and need I say more? Number 17 is in the correct position. You then make sure that your friend comes in and sees that trapdoor. Their immediate reaction is to open it, and need I say more? Number 17, the bed bandit. This is a very simple one, but it's annoying nonetheless. Every time your friend puts their bed down, simply move it a couple of blocks. Then the next time they die, they will always end up back at spawn, which is really, really annoying. Number 18, the floor is not quite lava. So if your friend has decorated their house with a bunch of carpets, simply remove those carpets and add magma underneath. Replace the carpets, do try and remember the pattern, I couldn't remember all those colours, and then watch as when they come in their house, they try and figure out why they're taking a lot of damage. Number 19, that shouldn't be there. Enter your friend's house and remove some of the ceiling boards and replace them with a slightly odd colour, such as acacia. Then go into the ceiling itself and add a bunch of anvils. They will then walk into their house, think that's strange, and fix their roof just to find a bunch of anvils falling on them. And it doesn't matter which part they try and break, they will all fall down. Number 20, what goes up? Outside your friend's house, we're going to create another curiosity scaffolding. At the very top, we're going to add a bunch of chickens because they're the easiest mob to spawn if you've got a lot of eggs. Of course, I'm just going to use these spawning eggs, and you can make sure that there's really quite a lot. If your scaffolding is high enough, they won't be rendered in at all, and they won't see them. Therefore, they will assume nothing is wrong, and then break the bottom block. Now, of course, this doesn't do any damage to their home at all, but it's absolutely hilarious to see not just 1 or 2 chickens come in, but a lot of chickens descending upon the house. And again, you can always just blame the man in the chicken costume. Number 21, the mysterious gonging noise. You go inside your friend's house, we make another secret room, and this time we're going to make a hopper clock that every now and again, depending on how many items you put in the hopper, will dispense an arrow at a couple of bells. And every now and again, your friend is going to hear a mysterious and wonder where it came from. Number 22. 22. A hidden fish. You go to the front door of your friend's house and knock out a single block next to the door. You then place a pufferfish, and when they try and walk in, they will take a lot of damage. The more pufferfish you hide, the deadlier it gets. Number 23. Snowmen. I think this is pretty clear what we're going to be doing. We're going to be placing a lot of snow blocks with carved pumpkins and letting them do their thing. The more you add, the more snow there is, and the harder the cleanup is when they discover it. My goodness, how annoying would that be? Number 24. Lazy woodcutting. Everyone's been doing this to annoy servers for generations. You take out the most accessible part of the tree and leave the rest, leaving a bunch of floating trees all around their base. It actually hurts to see that. Number 25. Work the accessible part of the tree and leave the rest, leaving a bunch of floating trees all around their base. It actually hurts to see that. Number 25. Wordplay. You go into your friend's chest or barrel, you take all of their grey blocks in particular, and you mix up their names. Andesite may become stone, stone may become gravel. You get the idea. When they come to build with them, they may get very confused and frustrated why the names don't match up to what they're placing. Number 26, a surprise firework. Again, go to the front door of your friend's base and make a hole relatively deep, about the height of a firework will travel. You then fill up your dispenser with a bunch of very powerful fireworks, and then connect the redstone up to a pressure plate that they would normally use to open their door. Make sure that it's all connected up, and add a trapdoor underneath. The mixture of the two will release a firework and release a trapdoor at the same time, and it can be a very confusing experience where they may even fall in the hole and take damage from the firework. Number 27, do it for the vine. Cover your friend's house in a small amount of vines, and in no time at all, it will spread all over their house. And it's very easy to place, but quite annoying to get rid of. Number 28, smoking out the house. So we've got our friend's house here, and we're going to go and remove some of the floor blocks and replace the block underneath with a bunch of campfires. We then replace the floor back, and it is absolutely chock full of smoke. You may even trick your friends into thinking their house is actually on fire. Number 29, the oldest trick in the book. You go to the front of someone's house, you add a couple of pistons either side of a redstone dust, replace the stone on top, and add a pressure plate on top of that where the door would be. Then watch as your friends enter their home and get bamboozled by the oldest trick in the book. Number 30, the long one. You ask your friend where they are, and you say that you want to meet up. They will then give you some coordinates, and you go and see where they are. When you get there, you act like you cannot see them. You say, they'll tell you right there. Make sure you don't look directly at them. They're in front of you. They can punch you. You have to act all surprised, and you tell them that they're invisible. And you see how long you can go for. You tell them to reload, and that you still can't. Tell them that your friends can't see you, nobody sees you, and see how long you can make them think they're invisible for. Number 31, AFK again. Like me, and you like to AFK quite a lot, you need a bunch of ideas to mess with people that do this. The classic is to engage them in a video. Now we're going to take that one step further by introducing an upside down piston that is going to squash them over and over again. In 114, that will then put them in the crouching position over and over and over again, which makes it so difficult to escape. It may bring them back if you extend with all the noises, so make sure that they are fully encased. And then just watch what happens. This is what it looks like if you're in the obsidian cage. An absolute nightmare to get out of. Number 32, man's best friend. You're going to have to tame a bunch of wolves, shouldn't be too difficult to find, and then you make them sit off in the corner somewhere. You then convince your friend to punch you a couple of times, saying, I bet you can't hit me 4 times. I'm guessing that they will take you up and very quickly try and punch you. You then run away towards your wolves and watch what happens when they try and do that. Once you make them unsit, they will then go for your friend, and they don't stand much of a chance. Number 33, a helpful neighbour. If you live right next to your friend's house and you're a little bit of a prankster, you may want to consider setting one of these up. What you do is add a minecart transportation system that goes directly underneath your neighbor's house. And you need to make sure that you set it up so that the rails come up underneath your flooring. That way, if you create some kind of prank that involves your neighbor's untimely demise, then you can send in your hopper minecart and we do the neighborly thing of collecting their items. You then do the non-neighborly thing of not giving them back. Number 34. A pretty lame prank. So, not all of these are the strongest and not all of them involve pressing the respawn button. Some of them are just annoying. And if you put ice under someone's carpet, it may take them a long time before they realise that they've been slipping and sliding everywhere. Number 35, fake TNT. Again, go to the front of your friend's house and add some water, followed by a TNT, then a stone, and then the pressure plate. You get all the fun of watching them activate TNT. Without any of the actual explosions, and you can make them, well, panic. Number 36. Global warming. You can add in a bunch of coarse dirt and replace all of their crops with dead bushes, or just some of them to make it a bit more convincing. When they go to their farms and they wonder what the heck has happened, you can tell them it's a new feature in 1.14. Number 37. Scarecrows. If you have a spawner in your friend's house, it's probably good to get some use out of it. So instead of making an XP farm, you just make a big old water trail that leads directly to their house and comes in a painting. You can use bubble elevators and water to push them all the way. They will then not realise where these mobs are coming from and will probably have a pretty bad time just hanging around in their house. Number 38. Making a racket. If you go underneath or to the side of your friend's house, you can create some pretty abysmal noises using some trapdoors, some normal doors, and some notebooks. How far you want to take it is up to you. But this will drive me absolutely insane. Number 39. Cobwebs. If you watch your friend out of the game and you know their exact location, there's nothing stopping you adding a bunch of cobwebs and even making a hole underneath them. So when they log back in, not only are they stuck, they may have to panic somewhat. Number 40, secret rooms. Going into my friends' houses and making my own personal bedroom has been a pastime of mine for many years now. I thought I'd include it because it's always very funny if you manage to hide a whole room inside your friend's house without them noticing, until they finally do notice and want you out of their house. Number 41, a shortcut. If you're a server administrator, it can be quite fun to mess with the inhabitants of your server by adding a command block with a sign that tells them that they can go back to exactly where they died if they have a problem. But you make a command block that actually just says /kill at P. That way, when they spawn back in, they see the sign, they hit the button, and they get bamboozled all over again. Number 42, stay grounded. Your friend has just planted a fresh batch of sugarcane, and they're hoping to make some books out of it. Well, you come along and place string over every single one of them. Those sugarcane will now no longer grow at all, and because string is very difficult to see, it may be a very long time before they notice. See how long you can keep it going. Number 43, mildly annoying. If your friend is AFK, then all you need to do is prepare some cursive binding items and dispense them on them for maximum annoyance. I recommend gold armor, as it is the most bling, and then watch them go, I can't take them off. Number 44, how many diamonds? Go inside your friend's house and take a look at their valuables. If they've got a small amount of diamonds, consider renaming them to individual numbers and then placing them back. When they come back to see their diamonds after a lengthy renaming process, they will be very frustrated as each diamond will take up a single slot. And if you played Minecraft enough, you know that every single space in your inventory is absolutely crucial. So if they come back with a full inventory, that's really really annoying. Number 45, call the plumber. Go one block above the ceiling and place loads of water. It will create a dripping effect, and then using staircases, fill those with water, and it will look like their entire house is leaking. Leave a sign to let them know. Number 46, another chicken prank. Making chicken pranks has been a bit of a theme for this video. I wouldn't know why, but you can automate the process by creating a chicken dispenser, by hiding a dispenser in their house and then linking up the redstone so that there is a comparator leading all the way back into that dispenser. Fill the area above the hopper with chickens, and then as they grow up and lay eggs, they will start dispensing in their house and eventually fill up with plenty of chickens. Number 47, stuck in the nether. You can rig your friend's nether portal on the nether side to be with lava and one with a fire. They trigger the dispensers and breaks the portal. If they don't have a flint and steel on them, they may be stuck there for a while. Number 48, jukeboxes. So if you follow your friend while they're mining, let them do their thing, but when you get to a pretty spooky part, play the music disc 11 and watch them freak out. Number 49, parrots everywhere. Again, this is a music-related one. Go under your friend's house, put a load of parrots, and then add a mob of some kind, and then the parrots will constantly make noises and scare your friend into thinking there's creepers everywhere. Number 50, the best till last. So I've got my friend to put on my skin, and everything is normal, except it's not really normal because it's actually on backwards. And it's actually really difficult to tell that at all. So you can make an exact replica of your skin, just back to front, and then mess with your friends to make them think that you are actually facing them. And if you lay down, it just looks absolutely ridiculous. You can have so much fun with this because you really...
Not even our competitor's best battery can match the power of Energizer, because Energizer Ultimate Lithium is the longest-lasting AA battery in the world. Energizer, backed by science, matched by no one.
Cannot tell anymore. Well, that is 50 ways to mess with your friends in Minecraft. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's been quite a long one. It took me absolutely ages to make it. So, if you made it to the end of the video, please, in the comments, let me know which one was your favourite in particular, and let me know if you have any ways to mess with people that I didn't cover. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and goodbye!
That sounded fucking gay.
Over the last year, we've seen some serious updates to Minecraft, with dozens of new blocks, features, and fun injected back into the game. 1.13 added life to the oceans, and 1.14 promises to improve Minecraft as a whole. With this in mind, I thought it would be fun to share some ideas that I would also love to be in the game. Now, I've got 7 ideas to show you today. Yes, show you, because I have teamed up with Mr. Machstein to make a prototype of each of these ideas to attempt to visualize what they might look like in-game. Now, fair warning before we get started, we're using a lot of Minecraft trickery and magic to make this work, and it might not look the cleanest, but keep an open mind and try and see the idea for what it is. Some of these are more serious than others, and some are far-fetched dreams. But let's get started with my absolute favourite of them all. In the upcoming 1.14 update, there's a new weapon being added to the game, the crossbow. It's an incredibly fun item to use. However, some people worry that this might leave the old school bow somewhat lagging behind in popularity. So I thought maybe it needs an extra purpose, one with many uses. I propose the bow and tether, a new item that allows you to move around with ease but at a cost. First, here's how you make it. You take 3 existing items, the bow of course, a lead, and an arrow. Put them together in a crafting table, and you can create the bow and tether. If you haven't already guessed, this is essentially a grappling hook that allows you to fire it at a location and it pulls you towards the target. Real life physics clearly don't apply here, but when have they ever really in Minecraft? Now, before everyone takes this demonstration at face value, this isn't really how I see it working. This is just the data pack prototype that we made to demonstrate. I see it working more like this. You fire the bow into the air, and as the arrow travels, a lead very similar to the fishing rod follows it directly behind, like this, allowing it more time to travel and give a better effect. Now this is seriously fun to use. It makes traveling upwards or downwards or even side to side much more enjoyable, but it's actually also quite balanced. Every time you use one of these, I picture it consuming the arrow and the lead, and leads are fairly expensive to make. They cost 1 slide and 3 string. Also, this has a limited range, just like the lead itself, and if you miss, the arrow will fly off without you and you are left with just the bow, leaving you feeling a little bit silly. If you chase after it, you can of course go and pick up those items again. Now if this was a real thing, imagine how fun it would be to get yourself out of holes, jump across ravines, or even save yourself from a crazy long fall. But that's not all it can be used for. If you use it on a mob, it will drag them towards you, allowing you to catch those pesky mobs that flee when you try and hunt them down, like the pigs. Or, alternatively, you could fish creatures out of the ocean that are physically swimming in the water, where previously you would have to jump in and chase them yourself to get some ink sacs. You might be able to just hook them in and take care of them yourself. And as you might have expected, you could also use this on players, which opens up a whole new level of PvP. As you can drag your opponents towards you, you can then whack out your sword and bop them on the head. But that also means that they can bop you on the head. Or if you're not into fighting at all, you can just save your accident-prone friend from instant death by dragging them out of a pool of lava, given that they actually survived that. As the Elytra is a late-game item and isn't good for those small jumps, the bow and tether could be an excellent way to prevent the arduous tasks of one-by-one towering when travelling around. And I know scaffolding is now a thing, but if you just need it for exploring, you know, you're just going from A to B and you don't want to leave a mess, it's kind of nice to be able to just drag yourself up those small little areas and keep it all clean. So anyway, that is the bow and tether that I wanted to show you. The next one is one that's more silly and not even a real feature, it's just a bit of fun. Now, as most of you know, you can take a pair of shears and right-click a snow golem to reveal its true form and a rather silly face. Most of you know, you can take a pair of shears and right-click a snow golem to reveal its true form and a rather silly face. I personally do this to all my snow people, so I can see those gorgeous eyes. However, I thought it'd be really fun if each time you sheared off the oppressive pumpkin from the snow angels, it has a chance to be a different face. I have some examples here to show you. So we got our little slanty face guy, he's not very happy about it. Now we could do a lot of different things here, and I mean a lot of different. Imagine there'd be like 10 or 11 different emotions. We've got a very unimpressed snowman here. He looks you dead in the eyes and he's like, no, I don't appreciate that. Or you could go into the more happy zone, but he's more like, what are you doing? You know, it could be funny. Every time you shear the pumpkin off, you get a different reaction from the snowman. It gives them more character. Even though it adds absolutely nothing to the game, it can just be a good laugh every single time. Even if it is just a happy face. Now, this isn't actually the same as the default, and it just could have a carrot as a nose. You know, there's so many different ones you could do, because individually, when people make snowmen, they make it their own way. And I kind of wanted that in Minecraft itself. Or it could be an unhappy snowman, and then you should feel ashamed of yourself. And yeah, then we should put the pumpkin back, but we can't put the pumpkin back. Anyway, that's enough of the snowman thing. Let's move on to another one. So this idea really isn't my idea at all. This is not a new concept. It's something people have been asking for a very long time, so much so that it already exists in Optifine, which is a mod that you can add into Minecraft. Well, basically, this is the idea of dynamic lighting. Now that means that when you hold a torch in your hand, it will emit light on its own, but only when it's in your hand and not just sitting in your inventory. Because this already exists, I can already showcase what it looks like. So this will allow you to see what you're doing while you're caving in Minecraft. But the great thing is, that's all it really does. It won't stop mobs from spawning because mobs don't spawn in your immediate vicinity anyway. Which means caves won't be any safer or less scary. It means that you can see the blocks that you're mining. You'll still have to place torches down all over the caves if you don't want to get zombified. It also allows light sources that you throw on the floor to give off some light as well, which may help you find your items more easily if you did happen to lose the fight in the search for more diamonds. So building on from this concept on Optifine, I thought why not take this a step further by introducing a new enchantment. What if you could enchant your helmet or another piece of armor with an emitting or an illumination enchantment? This would allow your armor, when you're wearing it, to glow, allowing you to have the same effect without holding a torch. You could even have different power levels. Emitting 1 could have a weak glow, which is barely noticeable. Emitting 2 could be slightly more powerful, while emitting 3 could have a torch-like power. I absolutely love this feature on Optifine, and with the lighting we've seen on Java recently, I really hope that there's an ability to get something like this implemented so that we can just see what we're doing when we're playing Minecraft at night. But that's enough technical talk. Let's discuss another fun idea. A new craftable item called the Chorus Pearl. If you haven't already figured out what this is by its hideous amalgamation of sprites, this is a combination of ender pearls and a relatively unused food item, the chorus fruit. When put together in the crafting table, I propose that it gives you a chorus pearl. The chorus pearl is the opposite of an ender pearl. If you throw it at something like a mob, it will teleport it somewhere random nearby. Now, this might seem rather useless at first glance, but imagine that you are being chased by a handful of mobs. Throwing a few of these could be the difference between life and respawning. There's also the possibilities with, how do I put this? Messing with your friends to no end. Imagine your friend is standing on the edge of a cliff, and you just can't help yourself. Throw this and watch them panic. Or, if you feel nicer than that, messing with your friends to no end. Imagine your friend is standing on the edge of a cliff, and you just can't help yourself. Throw this and watch them panic. Or, if you feel nicer than that, you can always use it to save your friend when they, again, inevitably fall into a lava pool. And just like the bow and tether, this item could have some really serious PvP implications. While you throw your own ender pearl off into the distance to escape some combat, you use a chorus pearl on your enemy to buy you those precious seconds that it takes for that ender pearl to land. And you also leave your opponent looking rather confused as to where you've gone. So let's move on away from the chorus pearl and onto something else. As many of you know, I like to mess around with my fellow Minecraft players by building traps and creating little contraptions. What I'm about to propose is just an example of the type of block I'd like to see with this specific versatility. And that example is rotten wood. And rotten wood, just like in real life, is weaker and it will break if you stand on it for too long. Now I think something like this would work really well in the woodland mansion, as if you walk along a part of the corridor that is rotten, you may fall through and find an unpleasant surprise on the floor below. The obvious use for a block like this, and it doesn't necessarily have to be wood by the way, it could be some other block that breaks when you stand on it, is for trapping people. But obviously, if you just stand on the block, it takes too long to break to really surprise someone. You could just hop away without any problem whatsoever. It needs to be much quicker, which is why I also suggest for this block that it will also break if you trigger it with redstone.
Get in for lunch now at Olive Garden with lunch duos starting at $6.99.
Come on.
Choose a favorite like lasagna.
The stronger the redstone input, the faster it breaks. Meaning, if you power a group of rotten wood together, you can basically create an instantly vanishing floor. And it doesn't need to be floor either. This kind of block has so many potential uses, particularly in adventure maps. Imagine a scenario where you're trapped in a room and you have to find your way out, and you press a button and it breaks one of the walls or even the ceiling above you. You can then progress through that wall. That kind of stuff is only currently accessible through command blocks and is not in survival Minecraft, which I think is a bit of a shame. I really hope that something like this is implemented into Minecraft one day. Alright, now let's move on to a mob. Not a new mob suggestion, but a particularly old one. Now this suggestion is actually not very serious at all, because there are simply way too many issues with this concept for it to work, but I'll share it with you anyway just for fun. The idea is to take a very cute
Of diamond ore
What?
in real life.
How did you get that?
All right, Lincoln, hold on to that.
What? What?
That is so heavy. In order to do something on diamond ore, we thought it'd be a perfect fit to partner up with Stacy Plays. Because one, she lives in Utah. We're kind of Utah neighbors, which is cool. The second reason is because she's the second most watched female gamer in all of North America. And the nice thing is, one, she lives in Utah. We're kind of Utah neighbors, which is cool. The second reason is because she's the second most watched female gamer in all of North America. And the nice thing is, she does Minecraft, and it's family friendly, so that goes along with our channel.
In order to get the very best tools and armor that you can ever have in the game, you have to make them with diamonds, but they're really, really rare, and you need a lot of them. So there's many, many hours of searching, and it's always really exciting when you actually come across diamond ore.
Really interesting because, like, in the real world, this guy may or may not have diamonds in it, but the cool thing is, we are going to go cut this thing open and see if this actual diamond ore that we spent $500 on has some actual diamonds in it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you're always guaranteed a diamond when you find one of these, but not so much that.
I read online that it's 1% of diamond ore actually has diamonds in it.
Are we feeling lucky, Lincoln?
No.
What?
I'm feeling lucky. And if you want to see something very cool, we went and did a whole episode with Stacy on Stacy Plays. We'll put a link in the description.
Yeah, we discovered what's inside Minecraft. We actually used like X-ray vision to see through the caves.
But first, we need to take this thing and figure out how to get inside of this 25-pound diamond ore and find some diamonds. All right, we're back here at our favorite rock store, Rock Pick Legends. Back with our friend Rick, and we've got our diamond ore.
So big and heavy. It's crazy.
Is that what you call it in the rock world?
Well, it's called kimberlite. It is a diamond ore. Kimberlite is a type of lava that forms deep inside the earth. And the diamond ore to form it picks them up and brings them to the surface. At least 100 miles down is where they form. And they shoot at the surface. It is, isn't it?
It is far, but in Minecraft, that's where diamonds are. In the game, they're down, usually next to lava.
This is the beast of a saw. This is the one, huh? Alright, check out this blade. Does this happen to be a diamond tip blade?
It is a diamond tipped blade.
So we're using diamonds to cut through possible diamonds.
This big screw drives the whole thing through, and it'll cut it. It's real slow. So this is going to take at least 45 minutes to an hour.
See, in Minecraft, it usually takes only about 4 hits. So.
That's it, so we just put it in there, turn it on.
Now, when you want, we can open this up if you've got this wire in there.
Look at that. Starting. Okay, it's been going for a while now. I don't know, like 25 minutes. And I just looked. Doesn't look like it's done that much yet. I don't know, this might take longer than 45 minutes. It's barely getting into it. It's probably because of all the diamonds that are in there, I'm sure.
For about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. Blade coming through.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Okay.
I was just looking at the top.
Diamonds, here we come. Should I just take it from here?
Sure. Give it a
Let's
whack.
do it.
Okay, I think it's done. I heard it make a noise and I pushed this button so I could, because it sounded like it was broken. So.
Let's open it this way so I can see.
Oh, yeah.
What? Oh, like that. Ow.
Oh,
Done?
definitely split in half.
Oh my gosh.
There's some specs in there.
But this blade is about as long as my entire fingers to my elbow. And it's huge. It makes this rock look tiny, but look at it to scale to my hand. How big that blade is.
Such a smooth cut, too.
It is.
Now, diamonds in Minecraft are like bluish turquoise. What color would the diamonds you're looking for be?
They're going to range from a creamy yellow to more clear. This mine's not known for having diamonds, so probably nothing like that. All the little shiny spots you see are magnetite, which are one of the minerals that's associated with diamonds. So
So not the most promising results yet, but we don't know for sure. So Rick, don't tell us yet what your final verdict is, but we have these pickaxes and we have these pickaxes. So I think it's time to go outside and give this a try.
I'm ready.
Real pickaxe.
Let's do this.
Here we go.
I
Where's a
think
good
like
spot?
right, maybe like here on this big part right here.
Yeah, that'll work.
This thing can do it, okay? I've done it before.
Okay.
I broke diamonds.
Yeah, that's really gonna hit it.
Yeah, I don't
What?
think so. Stand back. Stand back.
Oh. Look at that. There's a little piece. All that effort. Ooh, there's a shiny piece right there. Okay, take a look,
Shiny.
Rick.
Go rub Hamlin's.
While he does that, I'm taking another stab at it.
Smile, Dad.
Mining is a tough job.
I'm so scared.
Someone's got to do it.
Shield.
Yeah. Okay, we're back inside. Lincoln's pick axe is broken. Stacy has her safety goggles on still.
Nervous.
We got this little piece off of it. That was the first chunk that we hit off. It was teamwork between Stacy and I. So, all right, we've had nothing but bad news this whole time. Like, what's the verdict from this? Any
Well,
chance?
This one little piece has one little tiny diamond fragment right down in it.
No way.
Like actual diamond?
Yeah, it's actual diamond. It's about, it's probably about 1.5 millimeters across. So, right there. Where you see the reflection.
Yes, I see it. I see it.
Look at, we did it.
We didn't get completely bamboozled off the internet.
Not completely.
How much do you think that diamond would be worth?
You'd need many, many carats of diamond like this to make anything out of it. It's just industrial, so it doesn't have any value at this size.
I mean, all we did was hit right here with the pickaxe, like animals, and we got one little piece out. This thing's a lot bigger. If there's one little piece, there's got to be more.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Likely, yes. High fives. That's awesome.
Well, thank you guys so much for letting me come along and actually see something from Minecraft in real life.
One thing that we learned is only 1% of kimberlite or diamond ore actually has diamonds in it.
And we got that 1%. We're part of it. That was awesome.
Piston elevators are great. I mean, if someone asked me to rank my favorite types of redstone contraptions to build, it would be difficult to answer, but I would definitely say that piston elevators would come in the top 3. Just think, they're complicated without being too complicated, they're functional without being boring functional, they're kind of functionally decorative. They're just really fun redstone contraptions to work on, and I've built a bunch of them in the past, so I thought it would be fun to put 10 of my personal favorite designs into one video. Design number 1 is called, is this an elevator for ants? And that is because it's very small. This is a micro elevator, which means it elevates you a micro distance. Say, for example, you want to travel up by 3 blocks. There's no point in building a full-size piston elevator for that, but there is something quite cool about still getting an elevator, so micro elevator exists. Now the bonus of using micro elevators is that the redstone behind them is also very micro indeed. I mean, check out this thing. Look, we've got a button that runs into a sticky piston with a redstone block that literally just goes into a bottom piston. That is it. You are just powering a bottom piston. Then this button right here powers the top piston, meaning that we get this extension. It's pretty cool. I love having these inside my base. Design number 2 is called, oh dear, I've forgotten my swimming trunks. This is a design that will be very familiar to anyone who's watched the Hermitcraft series, because myself and pretty much all of the other hermits have at least one of these inside their builds. Now, if we just pop inside here and then walk on top of the soul sand, you can see we get shot right the way up to the top, and then the magma will swap back across eventually, which means that we can then use the elevator to actually drop back down. So ignore my failure to use that door effectively. And this is another ridiculously simple one. This blue circuit, I say that very loosely because it's just a block with a redstone torch and a piece of redstone dust, is the block swapper. This allows our soul sand and our magma block to switch places. And then this yellow circuit is the pulse extender, which makes sure that our soul sand stays there long enough, because there's nothing more annoying than using a water elevator where you get halfway up and then the magma swells back across and you fall back down to the bottom. Now I guess the only advice that I can give for this one is remember, the taller the elevator is, the longer your pulse extender is going to have to be. Anyway, design number 3 is called, am I on the right floor? Because this one allows us to pick and choose where we go. So we'll start down at the bottom. If we hit the button right here, that will shoot us up onto the next level. Now if we want to go up again, we just hit this button and we will be shot upwards once again. If we want to go down a level, we then hit this button and that will take us down there. We can go right the way back down to the bottom again if we want to. We hit the button up here, we get shot up. You get a picture. Now this seems simple enough, but actually there's quite a lot going on. If we take a look around the back, you can see that the redstone is a tiny bit on the bulky side, but that's because when we hit this button right here, not only does this slime block need to extend, but also the blocks on top of it need to be retracted out the way in time for us to go past, but then they need to re-extend in time for us to land back on top of the blocks. So there's a little bit of time going on there. And then also, of course, there's the separate circuit of being able to go down through layers, which is much simpler, but still something to think about. And on top of all of that, I wanted to make the pattern repeatable. So if you wanted to go from ground level all the way up to the sky limit, it would be the same repeating pattern all the way up. But still, if you want to build it for yourself, it's really, really easy. And this feels like a good time to mention that all of the world downloads for this video can be found down in the description. Design number 4. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a slime block flying machine. If we step inside this thing, we will fly up to the top. And allow to get off. Elevator down to... I mean, just look at this. Okay? Look around at this thing. There is barely anything to it. You know, people hear the word slime block flying machine and you just see them run across the horizon, getting as far away as possible from them. People get really scared over them. The slime block flying machines are some of the simplest and easy things to build in Minecraft. And the absolute beauty of a design like this is that if you wanted to do this from bedrock all the way up to the sky limit, right the way from the bottom to the top, you would still only need this many redstone resources. Because it's a flying machine, you don't need any extra redstone. This circuitry works for any size of elevator, from 3 blocks all the way to 250 blocks. And I gotta say, just from a purely design perspective, I think these new blast furnaces might be my new favorite immovable objects. They just look so futuristic, and they work quite nicely with the white concrete and cyan theme. Design number 5 is called... It's that simple? Yeah, it really is. This is a bit of a weird one. I originally released this back in 2012 or 2013, and then the game mechanic got removed, and then at some point it got reintroduced. We place in a redstone block. We can then cruise to the top of the piston elevator, then we break the redstone block. That would drop down into the hopper down there so that you can pick it up next time you want to use it. And that is the redstone. It is literally just lines of redstone that are not connected to anything. It's like a self-powering elevator. The redstone block actually keeps the whole thing moving. The only slight, and I mean very slight, added complexity here is this repeater up at the top. And all it stops this piston from getting stuck. Because if you didn't have that repeater, that piston would get stuck out there. Definitely one of my favorite piston elevators. It was especially cool. So, design number 6 is this an elevator for serpents? Because this is a micro elevator that involves some pretty epic leaps. If we stand on top of this block right here and hit the button, you can see that we get shot out onto this layer right here, and then everything gets hidden away underneath the floor. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks in total that you travel, and it's pretty satisfying, let's face it. But I tell you what's even more satisfying, it's watching how the redstone works. Look at that. I love redstone engineering. Now to try our best to explain what on earth is actually happening here. So when we hit this button, this block gets moved out the way for the length of the button press. Then we have a shortened pulse that runs through into this circuitry right here, which causes this slime block to be pushed upwards, launching us upwards. But then when the slime block gets retracted, it also retracts all of the blocks around it, so we have these pistons to push those blocks back up in place. Lovely stuff. Design number 7 is called I Hope You Haven't Eaten Recently, because if this was a roller coaster of life, we all know that was me vomiting, by the way. I mean, just look at how much this looks like it shouldn't work, but somehow it does work. You ready? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. It's wildly
I learned about this.
More scary watching it without a player inside the minecart. I mean, look at this.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed. She shed was struck by lightning. It's my she shed covered by State Farm.
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
That's wonderful news.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Ready? Shoot. It's horrifying. Just as a quick disclaimer, this is the only design featured in this video that wasn't originally created by me. I've done a bunch of slime block elevators in the past, but I've never been able to build one as good as this one. It was originally by Woolly Creeper, and I'll put a link to it down in the description. Because the redstone behind this is so elegant and just so nicely done. I mean, look at this. It's just a snaking redstone line going up like this, perfectly timed to maximize the speed that you travel in the minecart. The only bit that I've added is this little yellow circuit up at the top here, which is the pulse extender, giving us plenty of time to get out of the minecart. Number 8 is called, I'm not sure this is actually an elevator. Yeah, I'll leave that one up for debate because this is an incredibly useful design. It uses minecarts once again, but not in some horrible death-defying way. This is a little bit more conventional. We stand on top of the pressure plate, minecart gets dispensed, we sit inside the minecart, and we travel up to the top. When we travel up to the top, the minecart then gets dropped back to the system, so it's ready for us to use once again. And if we want to go down, we can just drop to the top.
Oh my god.
And we can walk out the front. We want to go back up to the top. That's all we have to do. And it looks cool. If you can't tell, I'm a fan. And for old school Hermitcraft watchers, you'll definitely remember this. I think almost all of us had one in our bases at some point. Because they're so simple. I mean, look, all we need is a little auto drop.
Pickaxe.
And then this little...
Where's my pickaxe?
Right here, which is nothing too crazy. And that is 100% of the redstone all completed. The rest is just a minecart rail going around a 3x3 glass hollowed out area. Is this real life? Design number 9, the realistic elevator. Here we have a nice clean looking cabin area, and if we just walk inside, you can see that we travel up through this nice little space right here. We get to the top, the doors open, we can leave our elevator, and then it goes back down to the bottom. Now, one thing worth noting is that's just the way that I've decided to wire this thing. I've wired it so that it goes from the bottom to the top and then back down to the bottom again. You could make it go from the bottom to the top, stay at the top until a player requests that it goes down to the bottom. You can make it go back and forth. You can do whatever you want with this thing because, like all good redstone contraptions, this thing is powered by flying machines. You've got one for the left wall, one for the right wall, and one for the back wall. So 3 flying machines in total, all flying in synchronization to create a nice carriage. And all of the redstone for that is very similar to the flying machine that we saw earlier on in the video. The only extra stuff that I've added in are these little orange circuits which control the doors. That's pretty much it. All very cool, but nowhere near as cool as design number 10. The term respect your elders comes to mind because this is the original Minecraft elevator. Boom. I mean, look at this, 2x1. Silent operation can go from bedrock all the way up to build limit with the same repeatable pattern. I mean, people argue all the time about what the best elevator is, but nobody argues over what the best ladder is, okay? Nobody has anything bad to say about ladders. So to wrap things up, I can only apologize for wasting your time with the first 9 designs of today's video because this is the only design that you really needed to see. Let's be totally real. Now, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.
As we age, we require up to 4 times. The Dyson Light Cycle Task Light automatically adjusts to give you the right light for the right time of day. Hit boost mode for an extra burst of light when you need it.
Why don't you choose something nobody likes? Damn tutorial. Oh my god. Tutorial, please. I have so many damn diamonds. Holy hell. Holy hell. Holy fuck. Guess this is gonna be my house. Hope. Please, somebody. Please, help. Help. There you go. Not like a mouse. What's the word? I forgot the damn word. What was that? Oh, Perry. Where is it? damn it. Yeah, I got fish. I don't care if it's raw, I'm just gonna eat it. Still waiting. Wish we could know email. I was dead for a second. Oh, I think that was a cat. What? Oh. But, oh. I don't want to play Minecraft. Hope I stream.